Hey, it's me, Unapologetically T, and I am back with another poem today. This one is called Temptress of the Opera, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. Temptress of the Opera. Growing up isolated, only interacting for the use of and the advantage of my parental figures, being used for my beauty and my gifts. I met many of souls, some divinely crafted for the greater good, and some divinely crafted to test the upcoming chosen ones. Whispered messages only heard by the unseen eye. Not even my parents knew the secrets told to me. The secrets of the universe, forbidden knowledge that no one man that's unworthy should possess. Trained to wear many faces, to be who you needed me to be. Play the role and play the role well, like the girl from Easy A. Go along with it, never caring what other people think. Playing innocent, cause I truly was. Not like you think. See, innocence to many is to be foolish, like stealing candy from a baby. But no one talks about how weak and dumb you have to be to steal candy from a baby. Like, that's not a challenge at all. And you end up with less than what you started with. I was hated by my own kind because I did what they couldn't. Like, envy plagued so many when it came to me, and I just couldn't understand why. Like, don't you have dreams and aspirations of your own? Leave mine alone. I was also loved by my own kind because they knew what what it took to survive. Like, real recognize real, because energy simply never lies. The eyes reveal all. Like, to look into my soul varied at times. I could make a grown man cry from the pain I have endured, or a quick glimpse could inspire the world. Don't stare too long. You might get trapped there. Get what you need to get and get out of there. Tears could flood my eyes like a white woman who can't have her way. Only my tears aren't heard nor felt, so backed up that I was flooded inside. The world needed those tears to heal the drought that was outside. Learning when to use my tears as a weapon or a great release was something I mastered as a child. We all have a role to play. I just learned to play mine all too well. I became in too deep. You get jumped in, so you gotta get jumped out. But for me, this is forever. Just needed to find my escape route. Intellectually brilliant, beyond most of my peers, hell, even the adults. But to tell what I knew came with an expense called jealousy. So I learned to pretend I knew nothing at all with those that didn't possess the same gifts. I dumbed myself down and carried on. Those who could see, I would share. But even in my dumbest hour, those who couldn't see fully still knew that I was special somehow. Men has always been Men has never been an easy topic. Gravitating towards men because I wanted a father and a brother that loved and protected me like I knew I should have always had. I didn't trust women, but was scorned by both sexes. Still, naturally drawn to men because I found healing with those that were pure in intentions. I knew and saw their struggle, one similar to mine. I became the safe space for them as they were for me. Never speaking a word of my trauma, they just knew and never judged. So I allowed them to exchange stories and we healed together. Women try to overpower me, using ageism, rank, and even experience, never truly listening, just thinking they got one over on me. Meanwhile, I admire them for them and wish deep down they could do the same for me. To meet a beautiful feminine soul who doesn't try to suck me in her void, that couldn't even hold a third of me, let alone my whole essence, is a breath of fresh air. Like, you share space with me because you know the struggle and you see the beauty and the beast. You give aid and guidance, and that's my type of girl power. No matter how much I pretended, I know who and what I am. I simply can't be boxed in. I can flow like a river or become the shape and form that's needed. I can be rigid, but it's best that you let me flow like the Nile River. Reveal to you your wildest dreams. Dreams come with a price, but be willing to know what you can endure. My dreams was bestowed upon me at an early age. I chose to live life on hard so that I could live life on easy later on. Like it just made sense. My dream was softness with a soft but strong man. A team of children to carry on our legacy. A love like no one has ever seen. The luxury of waking up and deciding how I would spend my own day. I lived life on survival and even figured out how to thrive while I was there. I paid for my dreams in time, blood, sweat, and tears. Success for me is a love that's sent from God that can be also shared with others. The Temptress made do with her given family, born to them, but my chosen family already designed and sent to me. Connections and expansions, I appeared alone, but whether in a bird, a dog, or even a butterfly, spirit was always nearby. I played my role not for an industry controlled and plagued by greed, but for my God design. A contract was signed, mistakes was made, remakes performed, and retakes performed, but I do my best with improv. Playing a role of the oppressed causes much real life distress. I wasn't sent here to be misused by id-driven, ego-attached individuals. I was sent here to clear generational curses, trauma, and break the veil. I had to pretend and reveal your true colors, whether a beautiful soul or an ugly, demented thing. I am the temptress of the opera, sent to reveal and destroy what no longer belongs in the name of God. I've been called the spawn of Satan, and I actually accept it. If God is omnipotent, then the devil must be one with God. The devil must work for God. You sold your soul and blame everyone but you. It's time for the truth. It's time for healing, and it's time for restoration. If you are foul, welcome to eternal suffering. If you were purely evil and went against God, you no longer shall exist after suffering commence. As I exit stage left, I accept my flowers and bow for the crowd. Because the role of the Temptress of the opera is up for the grabs, I now step into my full power and my next leading role. I do it for the plot. Let's see what 2025 holds.